Now let's switch the conversation. Let's talk about the African Democratic Congress. I'm joined by the highest elected official of the party, Honorable Abejide. He is also the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Customs and Excise. Honorable Abejide, welcome to Political Paradigm.
Thank you for having me.
Since your last interview with my colleagues on Sunrise Daily with regard to development in the ADC, the newfound fame of the ADC, you've been quite quiet. Some of the members of the ADC have been talking. In fact, they're in court now. So I'd like to get your reaction to the new developments since your last interview and the court situation.
Well, those who are in court knows the reason why they're in court. And for me, I believe that those who came to ADC, they came for a purpose. It's not that they love the party genuinely. They are just looking for a platform to achieve their aims and objectives, which I think it may be tough for them. Because already you just mentioned courts. And many court cases are still coming up. From the way things are being done now, whereby you come and you hijack structures. It's not everybody that will just willingly give up that structure like that. So, to me, I have not seen any new development yet. I'm still watching.
So you think that the structure of the party was hijacked?
Of course, that is how it is.
Well,
it is hijacked. Even in my state, I tell you, a PDP man now says he's a leader of the party in the state. Can't you see the irony of it? When I'm still seated as the elected representatives, I've been nursing the party. Nobody knew what was ADC. ADC, if you say ADC some months back, they will be asking you, is it a name of a person or a name of a town? So, but they came just rushing. You know, when you come into a house with the aim to steal, you'll be beating black and blue out of that house. And I think that is going to happen very soon. So let us be watching.
Well, while you watch, let's look at the situation with the leadership. While you say it was hijacked, I know that Dumebi Kachiku, who was the 2023 presidential candidate of the party, has said the same thing. And he supports the court, the suits in court. Do you support that suit in court as well? That's challenging the leadership.
I'm not part of this.
But what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that, what do you expect from that? Because you believe it was hijacked.
I'm not the judge. Let us be watching the proceedings and see what will come out of it.
But what about the argument that Mr. Ralph Nwosu's tenure had since expired? Because I also spoke with Senator Kingibe on this.
No. That I can say no. Because I've been in this party since 2018. And actually we met him as the national chairman. He owns the party from beginning. And then everything was going on smoothly until when they went for the convention in 2022 to elect presidential candidates. And then when they came back, I believe there was a issue of somebody bribing, taking the ticket, because everybody thought, according to them, the ticket would have gone to the former deputy CBN governor. What is his name now?
Professor Mogalu.
Mogalu. So, and when they came, some people were fighting that the ticket was given to the wrong person, that maybe as a result of financial inducement, or at the end of the day, the expectation of the party officials were not met. You know, they said, okay, let us form campaign structure. We are going to do this in so many states. I think the capability was not there. Bring this, it was not possible. They started fighting. It was when the fight broke out that they now started saying they want a new national chairman, that his tenure has expired. And when it became so hot, they went for another convention with INEC at the meeting. And they did that convention whereby Chief Ralph Nwosu was re-elected along with his National Executive Council members, and they re-elected him, and the INEC has that record. So actually, I don't think his tenure has expired.
So clearly, you agree that the change of leadership now with Senator David Mark as chairman, acting chairman, is in order.
No. What they ought to have done, is they're supposed to have called the meeting of NEC. I'm a member of NEC. Nobody is higher than me. And then sit down with us. Then from there, we can do a convention whereby they will resign legally.
Are you quoting a section of your constitution, or this is your opinion?
That's my own opinion. And even in
so there's no violation.
Even in any political party, in our constitution, it's the same thing.
What does your constitution say with regard to change of leadership?
My constitution says, let me first of all start from where it says, when you come to a party, you cannot hold position. Yes, it's true, according to our law.
A new member cannot hold a position.
Yeah, but you can get a waiver. If we have done that, we've gone to NEC meeting, we had a meeting, and then we agreed to give waiver to them.
So the waiver can only be given at the NEC meeting? At
the NEC meeting. But there was not even NEC meeting in the first place. This is the error. And all this thing they have done, that's why I said it is done without proper law being followed. So it means they are just building something on nothing. So it can collapse any day. Any day, anytime.
So does this put the entire party in danger? Because
of course. It puts the entire
party it puts you in danger as well.
Because now, I'm not in danger.
The reason I say this is, we know INEC guidelines where the party secretary has to issue notices and all. If this is
to
not
me,
followed,
as far as I'm concerned, Chief Ralph Nwosu is still the national chairman of this party.
So all the party executives still stay.
Alhaji Shade Abdullahi is still the national secretary, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't think INEC recognizes any other people apart from these two people. Go to INEC and check. Have you checked?
Perhaps they haven't written formally to INEC to notify INEC.
Okay,
has
INEC accepted it?
Is still...
Has INEC accepted it?
No, on the website, it's still Ralph Nwosu's.
So, that's what I'm telling you. That all this galu thing is just in the air. It's not properly done. You see, for you to have solid foundation, you're supposed to call the meeting of NEC, whereby people like us who are holding the highest office will be there. We'll discuss whether we accept or not. But if you just do it in a hurry, it's just like you give tickets. Let's assume they even give tickets to somebody and the person won. You only help your opponent to take over from you.
Because of courts. Because they would go to court and...
Yeah.
But do you...
You see what happened in Plateau State? I worked almost well for some of my colleagues. On the ground, they are very popular. They won the elections, fair and square. But due to this type of illegal structure of party, they lost out.
But when you talk about the NEC, does it include the state chairman of your party who have endorsed this new leadership?
I don't think it's all the state chairmen that endorsed.
I think about 4 did not, if I recall correctly.
So yes, they are
but majority endorsed.
And majority endorsed for a reason, you know. But those who they could not reach, refused to sign.
Let me ask you a direct question now. Where do you stand on this rejigging of the ADC structure, considering that it was a struggling party? I dare say that up till now, because it seems like it's now gained some momentum. Where do you stand on that? And is it too late to restructure this error that you've just pointed, that you claim stands on an illegality?
Well, let me stand on whether it's too late or not. That depends on them. They know. whether it's, and where do I stand? I stand on the solid rock of the former structure that under Rafun Wosu gave me tickets that I contested the election twice back to back. So I don't recognize any interim. That's where I stand.
So when you
As
say...
of today, I don't recognize any interim.
So,
and that's why I've not attended any meeting.
And you will not?
I will not. I will not. You see, if you see the people coming into this party, they destroy where they were before. It's not that they are new human beings. They have been around for years. How do they manage where they came from? So that is how they are coming to destroy this place. And you will see what is going to end it.
But not much was heard of the ADC to start with. And that's why for several years...
But we had peace.
Yeah, well, at least for the last
not much
2
was
or
heard,
3
but
election
we are very
cycles,
peaceful, and
been,
we are moving well.
Some would say it favors you, and that's why you would speak like this, because you're the only nationally elected official of the party.
No,
and then there's...
it's only that they decamped. They
how
won
many
under
people decamped?
About in the night assembly, 3 of us came under ADC. Honorable.
And they decamped because of lack of structure.
Honorable Jimo Olaifa from Ogun State. Honorable Abela Makinde from Ondo State. And myself, Honorable Abejide from Ogun State.
But it goes to say, it goes through...
With some assembly members, but they decamped to other parties.
It goes to say that the ADC
and this time around, I was not alone
had,
also. 2 of us came from Kogi State as a member of
and one left.
One decamped. So it's because...
The reason is, why do you think the decampment happened?
Yeah, some of them thought when they decamped, it would be easier for them to win their re-election.
Because they went to the APC, if I recall correctly.
They went to the APC, which was not correct. Because one of our colleagues who decamped to APC could not even get APC tickets.
You know, structure of the ADC has been called to question several times. And those who look at the ADC as just one of those parties that make up the other 19 that contested the last election cycle, they now say that the caliber of people, you question their character, no doubt, but the caliber of people with the way Nigerian politics is structured, that this gives the ADC some form of strength going forward, just like it did with the Labour Party, because we see a number of persons now decamping from mainly the People's Democratic Party to the ADC. Do you not want this structure? Do you not want an improved structure, strength for the ADC?
Well, I'm happy that my party is getting more...
Gaining momentum.
Getting good name across, but let's do it in the right way. That's it.
What is the right way?
The right way is, it was called the meeting of NEC. For the National Chairman, Chief Rafa, was called the meeting of NEC. And the National Secretary. So we sit down and see how we can restructure the party. You understand? I believe that whoever wants to come genuinely with us. It's not that you are coming for the aim of using the party after you get what you get, you dump the party and go away. And that's what people do nowadays.
But
and if you see those people coming here now, if you see their body language is not to come and stay in this party. Their body language is to use it as a vehicle to fight the president.
Is this different from you? You've been in the ADC supporting the APC. It's not much of a difference, is it?
Yeah, I have been. I'm supporting APC.
So you're
when it comes to the president.
Half ADC, half APC.
When it comes to the presidency, that one I have been.
So why do you think that you would be trusted to be fair to them if they come to the NEC?
I will be fair to them if they also listen to me. We can form this coalition in support of the president.
You want the ADC coalition
to support the president?
To be in support of the president?
Yes. Who are they going to bring that can beat him?
Have you seen the people who formed the ADC?
Who are they?
They want to be president.
They did nobody from the ADC. We are the ADC. We are the original ADC. What I'm saying, we can form this coalition to support this president. Then we can discuss after him He has only 4 years by after 2027. So we cannot sit down and say, okay, now it's going to the north. Who do we use this coalition to support? And tell the president, oh, president, we supported you to win this second term. This 2027, what do you call it, 2031, we are bringing a candidate. We need your support. Let this coalition be formed to support him.
The essence
so
of
that Nigeria, see, if it's not for selfish interests, what's the point of changing him?
What's the point of not changing him? Because the coalition says that the state of the country suggests that we need a new leadership. That is the essence of the coalition.
See,
what do you think is the reason?
You are living in Abuja here. You can testify to it. Somebody came from Canada, Toronto, and the woman told me that she wants to come back home, that initially she never thought of relocating to Nigeria. That immediately she landed in the airport, even from the airport, she started seeing changes. Coming to the road, coming to the town. She said, no. She's coming back home. She said, Nigeria is improving. And that is how across the country.
There is one testimony
and
for
this issue of insecurity. Was it like this before? You can't travel to Kaduna before by road. Just Kaduna here.
You think that the security situation has improved?
Very, very, very improved.
So how do you explain the daily complaints or motions as a federal lawmaker in the House of Representatives that you sit, that you sit? Just about every sitting, there is one motion of urgent importance on one insecurity across the country, various parts of the country. How do you explain that to those who are experiencing that the security situation
has reduced.
What has reduced? The motions?
The motions have reduced drastically. And don't expect it to go away just like that. It will be reducing at a reducing balanced method to the extent that it gets to a point that you don't hear it anymore. But it cannot go away at a go. This thing was so serious before, to the extent that inside town. That's why we have to give it to the former president as well. When he came, he did something that pushed all these useless elements back to the town. Before he came, you cannot go 200 meters before you see a roadblock, waiting for Boko Haram or Taliban that are within. But when he came, he did something. He made sure they were pushed out of town. And this president also came and made sure they are pushed away from town. So if you see where skirmishes are happening, it's inside bushes. If you are familiar with the northern terrain, you will see some communities, even only one man can go and terrorize them. Because you will see where they are, you will not see any human being 100 meters or 100 kilometers to that place. So there can be only 2 or 3 hamlets, and nobody will be there. Only you with one gun. You can go there in the night and cause mayhem. So those ones, it will take time before it goes away. But definitely this government is trying.
How about the standard of living, which is one of the strongest points that the opposition...
It has improved.
What aspect of the standard of living has improved?
See, in my own palace, my own local area where I come from, wọ́n ní pé tó ń jẹ bá ti kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́ ti bù ṣe. That is, when food is out of what? Poverty. See, poverty is less. Now food is cheap compared to how it was last year. Do you believe that? Do you go to market?
No, if you give the indices out.
Okay, let me give you the indices.
Yes.
Last year, I planted maize, 10 hectares, and 20 hectares, 10. So with the aim of, getting more money, because the corn was 80,000 naira per ton. That's how much now? 35,000. So I up to now, I have not sold my own. I'm just going to use it to do empowerment and give to people. The whole point of selling. So that is what happened. And not only that, rice. You can get rice of 40,000, 45,000 now.
Oh, what size?
50 kg.
It sells for about 58,000.
No. You can get less than 50,000. I bought.
It's, well, that's arguable, but the report here that I have shows that
Don't
rice
say
sells
do
for...
report, do research yourself.
Reports, the research is a report. The report is the outcome
It's
of a
lower
research.
than what you are thinking of.
NNPC just increased fuel price.
But they are competitors now. They can increase their own while Dangote will reduce his own.
Let me ask
You
you.
go to market and buy the one you want, not one person now selling. So this is another good thing that this government brought.
You speak so highly of the APC and the President Bola Tinubu.
Not the PC, I'm talking
also,
about the presidential programs.
Yeah, but you also speak about the APC so highly. I recall that you were not, you left the APC because the party was, in your words, I recall the interview I had with you, you said it was hijacked by Yahya Bello. He made it uncomfortable for you to stay. He's left now. And you speak so well of the president. Why have you not just returned to the APC?
We cannot rule that out.
You cannot rule out
We
returning?
still have time. And Yabelo is my friend. I knew him before he became governor. Both of us are Abusites. You understand? So, what caused our differences then is no longer there. In fact, we are very close even now than ever.
What was the cause of the differences?
Yeah, the cause of the difference was that I was at the forefront of his primary for him to become governor. Unfortunately, he came second. So when he came second, and I was very angry because we thought we would get the power shift. We were all working for power shift. He's from Central, I'm from West of Kogi State. And then when he couldn't make it, I thought we have lost everything. I went back to Kano where I was. He too came back to Abuja. But after some time, the governor of Jigawa State, who is my very close friend and my business associate, he was a sitting governor, called me and talked to me that I should not do anything against the party because I don't know tomorrow that I should work for party. And they made arrangement for me to see the late Governor Audu. So, and I met him. So when I met him, I now called the Abelo. I said to him, Your Excellency, this is what they are saying, that you should work for the party, not because of what I'm... So he said he would not work for the party. And that is how we started having differences. We won the election. Unfortunately, Prince Audu died before the election result was announced. And then we were expecting Onefaleke to be declared as governor. And they brought him as the second runner-up to the candidate of the party. We fought it up to Supreme Court. So this is where our differences came. I was not with him for 8 years as governor.
But you're with Ododo
But
now?
we were friends because there's no program I do that it does not come. I also go to his own.
Are you with
used to be
Ododo
friends.
now? Are you with the governor now?
Yeah, my best friend. Ododo is
And
one of
is he effective? Because there are those who
Governor
say
Ododo is
that
one of the
Yahya Bello would...
few human beings you can trust in this world.
Is it working? Because they say that Yahya Bello did not work for the people of Kogi State. Is Ododo working for your people?
Ododo is working and extremely working.
Okay.
Everywhere he has touched.
Okay. Thank you so much. Honorable Leke Abejide, the highest elected official of the African Democratic Congress, and we'll keep our eyes open to see
Thank
how...
you so much, and tell them the coalitions will be formed for the president so that we can get results in 2031.
Thank you.
2027, no vacancy in Nasorok.
Thank you very much. Well, Honorable Leke Abejide is also the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Customs and Excise. If you'd like to catch this conversation and the previous one, again, please go to YouTube and search Political Paradigm or go to channelstv.com. I'm Terry Ikumi. Goodbye.